So I just want to address something. I was wrong about Project 2025. MAGA hates Project 2025, and I thought that Donald Trump actually cared about his base, because in his first term, he seemed to be swayed by his base. He seemed to listen to his base.
Wait a second. Wait. MAGA hates Project 2025?
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, after firmly stating that Project 2025 just wasn't in the cards, amid buzz that it was all about Donald Trump's comeback, Ana Kasparian has actually conceded she was mistaken. Emma Vigeland and Sam Seder of the Majority Report have unpacked this juicy reversal in detail. I've got my own spicy takes on this too, so let's really sink our teeth into this discussion.
Segments about. As you know, we have been talking about Project 2025 for, I don't know, probably a year at this point. And it has been accelerated by the entry in whatever it was, June or July or August, of the crypto tech bros, Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, Andreessen et al., who also had a similarly aligned incentive structure to attack the federal government. Look, Steve Bannon said this in 2017 at CPAC, maybe in February of 2017. Our agenda is to destroy the administrative state. Republicans have always done that. You can go back to, what's that, Rick Perry Ding Dong. I'm going to get rid of 3 government agencies. And he couldn't remember which one it was, but it was so part of the Republican ideology. And at the end of the first Trump administration, Russell Vought, as OMB director, had essentially hatched this plot, which they weren't able to basically put into place, but to get rid of civil servants, career people working at agencies, with political appointees. Schedule F was the categorization of these workers.
And then Biden rescinded that, and then Trump, I think, now has put it back in place, right, upon coming back into office.
Yes. And this has been out there.
Vought talked about traumatizing federal workers.
And he, and Vought worked for an outfit, he was doing this in conjunction with the Heritage Society, but he was
Heritage Foundation.
His think tank was called the Center for Renewing America.
Center for Renewing America. That was basically the Trump administration in exile. All right. So here is a clip from the Vanguard about people who were in Project 2025 denial.
So if you just type in TYT Project 2025, beautifully, the first search result, Trump's plan is not Project 2025. Who could believe it? That's crazy. Let's take a quick look and see exactly what Anna had to say in this clip. Then we're going to take a look at one more.
So I totally believe this reporting. I think this is actually accurate reporting. And if reporters didn't just serve as stenographers for the Democratic Party, they would have maybe found out there's a different think tank that literally has the same slogan as Donald Trump, and they might have reported on that ahead of time instead, but they didn't. Go ahead,
and his top staffers were connected to it, including Kellyanne.
So this video is about how there's another plan that's, way less concerning than Project 2025. That, all these liberals in mainstream media and all these Democrats, they're freaking out and they want to fear monger about Project 2025. But in reality, there's this other one that like Kellyanne Conway is behind or something. And it's way less scary. It's way less scary. Actually, if Trump gets into power, it might not even be that dramatic at all. It's probably just going to be like any other Republican administration, right?
Yeah, I remember we reacted to this at the same time. And to Cenk's credit, this was before he had gone so soft on MAGA. He's actually pushing back on her from what I remember in this clip.
No, he's not. No? This one, he's not. There were other ones where he did. In this one, no, he goes on to say, yep, this is the real plan. I think we can watch him say that right here.
Conway, et cetera. So these guys are definitely in charge. And one of the Trump staffers on his campaign team said, they're not the transition team, but they kind of are. They said, he said, in effect, they are. Because we didn't have time to plan it. And here's a hilarious part of the story before I get to the worst part of the story. They said Trump is superstitious, so he didn't want to talk about a transition team at all before he won. which then greatly delays them.
Either way, that's the main part of that one.
First off, I mean, I didn't know, we hadn't played that last part. Any, like 5 minutes worth of reporting beforehand knew that Russell Vogt and the Heritage Foundation was literally building a dossier. I mean, we saw ads. They were literally like the Coalition Provisional Authority going into Iraq. We saw ads of them saying, like, come in and apply. We need to check all your social media to make sure that you are a loyalist. We're putting you in a file. We'll contact you after. Like the idea that
in October, right? ProPublica released a video, and the quote was, "We want the bureaucrats to be traumatically affected. When they wake up in the morning, when we want them to not want to go to work because they are increasingly viewed as the villains. We want their funding to be shut down. We want to put them in trauma." So that, in conjunction with the fact that Vogt had previously worked in the Trump administration, and that Project 2025 was authored by over 100 people who...
Now, let's pause for a moment and consider what Emma Vigeland is highlighting here. Think about how disturbing this entire scenario is. She's pointing out how twisted it is for someone to express a desire to traumatize everyday workers. People who are just going about their daily routines, simply heading to their jobs, doing their usual tasks. Imagine how deranged it must be to actually think, oh yeah, I want these people, just regular folks working in an office building in my town, to be traumatized. These are truly sick individuals.
Who had previously worked in the Trump administration should probably give you an indication that they were very serious about implementing this. And then remember Matt Walsh, MAGA troll, after the election? We don't need to pull it up. People can find it. But he said, like, oh, here it is. Thank you, Bradley. Quick on the trigger here. Now that the election is over, I think we can finally say that, yeah, actually Project 2025 is the agenda.
Of course.
LOL. Because we know that that's how Republicans operate. They have no problem lying about things like this.
So some folks were shaming people, literally shaming people, saying you're dupes, you have Trump derangement syndrome for believing this, blah, blah, blah. I know some people after the election were like, I'm happy that Trump is coming in and going to stir things up, whatever.
Eek.
But the point of this is credit where credit's due. Granted, it's behind a paywall, but according to the Vanguard, people have admitted that they made a mistake.
All right, back on TYT. Cenk and Anna with you guys. More news.
So I just want to address something. I was wrong about Project 2025. MAGA hates Project 2025, and I thought that Donald Trump actually cared about his base, because in his first term, he seemed to be swayed by his base. He seemed to listen to his base.
Wait a second. Wait. MAGA hates Project 2025?
Where's the evidence of that?
What is this MAGA that they speak of? What is this? Make America Great hates Project 2025? Every single person involved in Project 2025 are the most Make America Great people there are. Like, what is this whole idea that that this is a betrayal of Donald Trump? This is what Donald Trump ran on. They were talking about destruction of the administrative state in 2017. Schedule F was released in 2020 as he and went out the door.
Right.
He's walking around with RFK, who's saying we're going to get rid of all these agencies. We're going to get rid of the NIH. We're going to get rid of the CDC. We're going to get rid of all these agencies. They're walking around to all their people, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. I mean, all of it. Well, like MAGA hates it. MAGA might not like Elon Musk because he's the least charismatic person in the world. But where is this evidence that MAGA hates what?
I thought we were giving credit.
No, I know. Well, I was giving credit for the but I didn't realize that part.
No, it's okay. I mean, I understand. I would say that downplaying the effects of Project 2025 prior to the election, as clearly they were engaging in, even as they were advertising themselves as a progressive network, is deeply shameful, because we now see the effects of Project 2025 in real time, which includes cutting off, as you said, your friend that works in cancer research, 40% cut to that kind of funding. And these are the kind of things that we're going to see all across the country.
MAGA may hate, like the rest of America, the implications of these cuts.
Yes.
But Not if we pretend that this was like, who knew?
Right. They would hate they're going to hate the implications because it's going to cause pain. And that's why it's incumbent upon media organizations to tell people prior to the election that this is going to cause pain when they implement it.
Like literally.
Yeah.
The condescension that was leveled at people who were taking this seriously, as if it was some type of conspiracy theory, like as if like the Heritage Foundation and the former OMB, who is clearly going to be the new OMB, it's a conspiracy that they spent months and months and years and millions of dollars drawing up an 150-page or 900-page document, whatever it was, and outlining exactly what they were going to do and bringing people in so they would have binders full of people. I mean, but at least dawn lights on Marblehead, although it seems to light, sometime around sunset.
Yeah.
And also now to say, like, this is not what MAGA want. Like, give me a break. Give me a frickin' break.
Go ahead, Bradley. Yeah.
Sorry, I just wanted to add. Do you guys remember that Russ Vought video where he was recorded undercover?
Yes, he was secretly recorded by some British journalist who came in. He goes, "Trump is distancing, but we're not worried about it."
Right, exactly.
Right.
So I wonder if they saw that. But
Sam Seder really nailed it regarding the conspiracy theory angle that dominated the discourse leading up to the election. Everyone was dismissing Project 2025 as a liberal hoax, saying it would never materialize. Yet now, although they might not explicitly use the term Project 2025, they're fully embracing its unfolding agenda. It's fascinating to see how every MAGA supporter I know, just the regular voters, is thrilled about the budget cuts, including to USAID, which they barely knew about until recently but are now vehemently focused on. However, I doubt they'll connect the dots when federal job cuts under Trump lead to local repercussions, like their favorite restaurant closing because fewer people can afford to dine out. They're more likely to blame Biden, Obama, or liberals in general rather than see the causal chain. It's intriguing that Ana Kasparian has admitted her error. But one has to wonder if she truly believed that Project 2025 wouldn't take shape despite Trump surrounding himself with proponents of the project who are crafting policies and writing executive orders for him to sign. If so, she was quite naive. Let me know your thoughts on what Sam Seder and Emma Vigeland discussed on The Majority Report. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. This is Cole Talk, and I'll see you in the next video.